agree. Sometimes it takes a long time for any sort of movement or different sort of being to come about. I've been in trauma counselling pretty much since I was 15, so that's a lot of years, as you can see by my grey hair. And I was sort of saying the words, but I wasn't sort of attached to them, and I just felt like a bit of a robot, sort of spitting out these words. And anyway, years later, down the track, I started to feel something. I didn't know what it was, but when I think about it now, it was exhaustion. I was exhausted of all the anxiety running through my body, and just the chaos that was all through me all the time, never a break. Like it was just total full on all the time. And all of a sudden I was just really tired. Like I was like, I'm done, like I'm exhausted. And so for a good 2 weeks I just laid, I don't know how to speak, but I laid on the couch, I think that's how you say it, and I just sort of in fetal position with this cushion, and I was just like, wow, this is like different. It was calm. It wasn't quite depressed. It was just sort of a calm sort of maybe a slight letting go of the struggle that was always there. And while I was in it, I didn't know what it was. I was just like, why am I so tired? Like, you know, I'm sleeping okay. Everything's just how it should be. And I forgot what I was saying then. Hang on. And yeah, I was exhausted. I was literally exhausted. And then not long after that came, like, I'm not a crier. I don't cry very much at all. And if I do, it's just 1 or 2 tears, or, you know, that's it. That I wish I could cry more because I love the feeling afterwards. It's kind of like a drug, a natural drug. I'm not enforcing drugs at all. But yeah, I feel amazing after I just release just a little bit. But this time I released a lot. There was a few tears, possibly about 10. And I actually do feel better. I felt worse. Like today I was just lying on the couch. I was pretty much depressed, and I was pretty much in freeze mode and wasn't moving much, and just thinking, not even thinking, just sort of lying there. And yeah, it feels amazing, that little bit of whatever it was. And I was crying for something totally unrelated as well. It wasn't to do with anything deep. It was something quite, yeah, nothing to do with anything that I can link it to. Or if I could link it to something, it would be the realization of how alone we are, and how it seems that everyone else has a lot of people around them. And I was sort of thinking, well, if I really needed help, is there anyone that I could count on to help me? And yes, there's people in my family, but is there people outside the family that I could trust, or trust enough to reach out to? And there possibly is people in my life that I could do that to, but it has to come from me. And I'm tearing up a bit here. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that, but No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. And I felt totally alone. And we were talking about my pets, and I started to think, if one of my pets passed away, like, I couldn't stand that. Like, for me, my animals are everything. Like, I live alone with 3 cats, possibly a fourth that started to move on in. But yeah, it just hit me that how alone we really are. But I did contact someone who made me feel that it was a normal feeling to have, because I was quite shocked and like disheartened, and but I ended up talking to someone who'd also felt that way. So if anyone's felt that way, it's quite okay. We are actually all alone. We're not joined at the hip to anyone. Like, we're actually doing this thing on our own, and we've obviously gone through something horrible. If you are in trauma counselling, you've obviously lived through something quite horrendous, and so therefore just living and being should be easy. But I don't know, maybe it makes you realize just how alone you really are. And but it's fantastic that you've made it through, and you're alive, and you've endured this thing, and if you're still working through it, which I'm still working through multiple things, um, you know, we've got each other, you know, even if it's metaphorically speaking, and we're watching a video, or I'm watching Instagram or YouTube, whatever your platform is, like, those people, they're alone too. Like, you know, it's just if we reach out to each other through whichever way we can, and my way is through videos, hoping that it reaches someone. I'm not quite sure that it really does, because I'm not the most well-known channel in the universe, but that's not the point of this channel. The point is that if I find one person that is going through something similar and it helps them, or they find comfort in hearing or knowing that they're not alone, then I've won. So in saying that, I did notice I had a new subscriber, and I'm not sure if it's a friend or someone I know. But if it's not, that's fantastic, because that means I've reached 3 people, or 3 people that have got something out of what I have to say. Anyway, I'm going to go. It's really nice weather here in Australia today, in Melbourne. Nice and sunny. I wish I could go for a swim, but I think I'll leave it till tomorrow. Alright, take care everyone, or someone, or just take care. Okay, cheers, bye.